Questions with me, EP.
Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. I'm here with trial attorney Jack Moran, and I'm going to ask him 5 questions. Ready, Jack?
I'm ready.
Number 1. What inspired you to become a lawyer?
So this may sound cheesy, hopefully not, but my mom and dad are both lawyers. And so growing up, we would do family dinners almost every day after school. So Monday through Friday, you get home and you're doing family dinner. We'd all be sitting around the table, and my mom and dad would always talk about their days at work. They'd usually just be talking to each other, but we'd be listening, and they really loved what they did. I could tell that both of them found their passion, and they were both lawyers. And what they really liked is that they were problem solvers. And that's what it felt like to me as a kid, is whatever problem was presented to them, they'd find a way to fix it. So that's what I wanted out of my career, is fixing problems and fixing problems for people. And so that's what drove me to become a lawyer.
It's an awesome story, judicial genetics.
There you go.
Number 2. What do you like to do in your free time to unwind?
Play with my kids. I got 2 boys, Clark and Jamie, and they keep me very busy in the little free time that we have as lawyers. But yeah, we like to do, a bunch of stuff with them. Go on bike rides, play with the dog, swing set, go to the playground. That is the stuff now that helps me unwind, because I imagine if there's other lawyers or really anybody, we get how consuming our work can be. But my kids do a phenomenal job of making me very present with them. So that is what, if I need to unwind, I'll go hang out with my boys and my wife.
I can relate to that. You can't really think about anything else when you're chasing 2 little boys around.
That's right.
Number 3. What advice would you give to someone just starting law school?
I would say focus on the big picture. Remember why you went to law school, because law school is going to be a lot of early mornings, late nights, not that fun when you're stuck in the library and you got to read these cases because your professor might ask you about specific things in them and you don't want to look dumb in front of all your classmates. And it can be kind of boring, but it's part of the process. You have to get through it to be able to practice law. And I will say I've never been a phenomenal student. It's never been my forte, but I knew I had to get through law school to be able to practice law, which is what I really wanted to do. So focus on the big picture and you will get through it. It will be a blink once it's done.
I agree. Law school, when you're in it, can seem so daunting, but when I look back now, I mean, it's just what you do.
That's right. You got to do it to be able to become a lawyer. So.
Right. Number 4. How do you handle stress or pressure during a high-stakes case?
So this will tie in a little bit to the unwind question, but I make it a point to get outside every day. And it kind of goes back to law school too, where you see people, and almost it was a game to see who could be in the library the longest. I was going to be the best student. That's right. I'm going to shut down the library. I'm going to open it up and shut it down. But you got to get outside. At least that's what works for me. When I'm in a really high pressure case, you're stuck in your office, right? You're prepping, you're practicing, you're doing lots of doc review, but getting outside, even if it's going for a walk, that I think is so important, and it keeps me sharp so that I can push more than I would usually be able to, right? And practice more doc review, right? Getting outside, I think, is the number one thing for me in de-stressing during a high stakes case.
Yeah, that's good advice. I feel like when you get outside and clear your mind a little bit, you're much more sharp when you come back in to focus.
That's right.
Last one. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Anywhere in the world. I have never been to South America, and I think that would be a very fun and culturally interesting trip. Lots of things that are much different than what we have here, but it's also not too far, so I'm not going to be on a plane for days on end. So I would say South America to go down and check it out.
That would be fun. Let's get Jack to South America.
That's right.
Jack, thanks for joining us and answering my 5 questions. Until next time.
Thank you for having me.
5 questions with me, EP.